together. In fact, even with a headset on and listening to the live feed, I could still overhear the vortex going down the back straight, and it's vibrated the floor in the OB van here. And we're still a good 100 meters or so away from the back straight. And it is that loud a car. It's got a Chevy LS V8 engine in the back of it, known as the world's most popular crate engine. You can just buy one and put it in whatever you want. It's a very versatile engine, can be placed in many cars. Has even been placed in a few aircraft as well, actually, is the Chevy LS V8. We look now, though, at car 98. One of the potential stars of the show this weekend, that car, with Sébastien Loeb driving it. Gabriel Pemont currently behind the wheel. Cyril Sellet, the teammate of this car, car 89, just behind on track as well. And you can see just how stable a platform that car is as they head round turns 4 and 5 and get a good run on the exit. It just looks like a car that really behaves itself, and obviously a beautiful purpose-built race car by Porsche that is bought in colossal number all around the world.
The Vortex have been hearing us praising it. The car number 22, Arnaud Gomez, has set the fastest time. Car number 20, though, who's the other Vortex, has spun and rejoined at 10.3. Currently Enzo Richer at the wheel. Maybe forgot to put his top on.
I was just about to say that, you know. I was just about to say that, yeah.
It's okay, because he watches the French stream.
Oh, that's all right, then. You can listen to Renard shouting.
Shouting with love.
Yeah, absolutely. He's built with passion, is our good friend Renaud Lacroix.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic gentleman.
Gabriel Pemont, then, in the Porsche, has set the fastest second sector. You have to remember we're quite early into this second practice session. So, and also the track temperature and the track conditions will have slightly changed because it's got quite cloudy out there.
Yeah, it's gotten very humid, hasn't it?
It's very humid, and it's also it's clouded over quite a lot, so you've no longer got any sunshine warming it up, so temperatures change.
Absolutely. I noticed when I was walking back from the end of the Hoosier Formula Cup session, there was a lot of cloud rolling over the hills just to the south here, and it's definitely affecting things. You can see it actually on the screen. It's a little bit more muggy over on the left-hand side, a little bit more grey.
Yeah, well, I just stuck my head out just a second ago because I actually realised I got a bit cold with the aircon on, and it's also very blowy out there. Yeah. It's windy out there as well.
Very good aircon in here, though. I have to praise that. All of a sudden, you press the button and it's instantly cold. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Doesn't do wonders for your throat though, but it's fine. We continue. We persevere.
Not sure that's off track limits then.
No, that looked like he dipped a wheel then, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Just a little bit from the number 98.
That's Gabriel Pemont. So let's see what happens with this one for the Porsche. Currently leading the Porsche category at the moment with a 201.4.
But Valker, Lucas Valker, is the first driver to go under 2 minutes in this session, a 1:59.298 in the RS01, just beating Arnaud Gomez by 0.7 of a second, but still the timing screen is full of personal bests and purple sectors. So the first proper flying laps are now going to start coming through and filling up the timing screen. And Harpal has gone third fastest in the Porsche, car 18, with a 2:01.2. That is now the fastest car in the Porsche class, belonging to the Driven team. Has a very exciting teammate in Jules Simkoviak.
Simkoviak, that's who I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
I was like, who's Harpal's teammate from Simkoviak, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, he was amazing last time I watched him.
Yeah.
Really, really entertaining. Not scared to pick a fight with anybody on track. And I'm sure we're going to see more of that here this weekend in Aragon. We have the main race for this series coming up tomorrow. It's a 4-hour long race coming up at around 1:30 in the afternoon. And it will take us up to nearly 6 p.m. with our live broadcast.
Arnaud Gomez then back to the top of the timing screens, nearly 0.4 up with a 1:58.9. in the UCS1 category, the Vortex car number 22, and immediately bettered by Lucas Valkyrie in the Renault 37 by nearly 7/10.
Wow, a quick trade back and forth there between the two. Just looking at the other Vortexes, they're both right together. They're within about 1/10 of a second of each other. Enzo Richer, car 20. Lionel Amrouche in 21. 3 laps apiece at the moment, hoping to obviously improve on that. In terms of the two Alpine A110s that we've got out there, there's about 15 seconds between them at the moment. That gives me the idea that Marc Lopez hasn't set a representative time, just completing 2 laps so far. So yeah, that middle sector just been done by Marc. That will change very soon, I'm sure. This car is currently 3rd fastest, Jan Penlu. Fastest Porsche as well at the minute. Well, there goes
the Alpine.
de Brabant. A different livery for that car as well.
Yeah, that is definitely a different livery.
What I remember, it was the big blue and pink machine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the same as the Formula 1 colour. So now it looks like a kind of mocha latte.
Yeah, it does. And it's a very niche reference. There used to be a British superbike team that was sponsored by Vivaldi Potatoes that used to have a similar livery like that, where it was this sort of cream colour, but instead of the brown on the back, it was more of like a purpley colour. It was a very strange looking bit of kit. I'll find a picture and show you later.
Oh, please
Not
don't.
that you asked, yeah.
Please don't. I didn't ask. I didn't even feign any interest in that.
I saw Claire's face halfway through saying it. I should have backed out. We've got more track limits reporting in and more lap times deleted, Claire.
There's Lionel Amrouche down in the other Vortex, down in 10th at the moment, rather. And he's had his lap time deleted. Car number 17 as well. Daniel Waszniewski. I'm sticking with that. In the Porsche.
I'll go Wyszynski.
No, it would have been Wyszynski. And as I said it, I knew it was wrong. And that's why I paused and was like, well, I've done it now. It's out live. That's not one for the show reel. Down in 11th at the moment, had his fastest time deleted. Lucas Valkyrie still with the fastest time of a 1:58.2, and that's nearly 7/10 quicker than Arnaud Gomez in the Vortex car number 22.
Interesting to see the difference in pace between the Mercedes drivers as well. Obviously different classified drivers, so to be expected. But Patrick Charlet, 5th fastest at the moment, 2:01.2 for him, just ahead of Gabriel Pemont in the Porsche, number 98. We look here at the 17 car, Daniel Wyszynski. I tried. It's one of those names you've just got to commit to it, and if you get it wrong, you get it wrong.
It's because it's got the ZCZ in the name. So for anyone that obviously can't see the timing screen, which is most people, it's WASZCZ and then Insky. So the Insky's fine. It's the first bit that throws me off because I read things phonetically. So I want to put Waszniewski. By that point, I've lost it.
Waz Kaczynski.
It's
spelled as Waz Kaczynski.
It's a great name.
Yeah. Oh,
it's a brilliant name.
Reminds me of a driver I used to commentate on called, his name was spelt like Wojtek Swiridowicz.
Okay.
It was Wojtek Savidovic.
Love that. It's
Lovely
like
name.
It's like the guys we used to have in the championship. The oh my goodness, why have I forgotten their name as well? Kyle and his brother. Oh, it'll come back to me, and no one will care by that point. So
just shout a random surname at some point.
Western.
Supermare.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Once again, the car number 37, the Renault, is setting more blistering times out there now, 1.5 seconds quicker than the rest of the field. Arnaud Gomez is in the pit lane in the Vortex 22, and Jan Penlu is currently in 3rd. No one actually out there setting any fastest time. A couple of personal bests, but it seems like the faster of the times was that last lap by Lucas Valkyrie.
Yeah, nothing groundbreaking at the moment. We've got a green sector 1 from Marc Lopez, but Marc has been quite the distance off the other cars ahead. Pierre Martinet as well in car 71, not able to beat the Alpines with the Porsche Cup car at his disposal. Lionel Amrouche back into the pit lane. Patrick Charlet in the pit lane as well. we can actually see on our camera as well the Mercedes being worked on, tyre pressure's being changed. Such an aggressive looking race car is that Mercedes.
Looks like it's going to growl at me, and I love it. It's just
awesome,
like, yeah.
They used to have 2 separate grills on the front end of it, and they combined it to this one big gob that it's got on it now. It looks absolutely brilliant.
So it's just a massive grill. And you think, does that actually help cool down the car any quicker than any other grill, you know? Because it's so massive.
Yeah,
but
it's colossal.
Yeah, but why, if it's that good, wouldn't everyone have a grill like that?
Not sure. I think very often grills just come down to branding. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Actually. There was a study into it a while ago where someone had a generic front end of a car, and just based on what shape grill you put on, makes it suit a certain manufacturer. It's incredible.
Do the same thing. Well, that Mercedes, obviously the front of that Mercedes is quite famous. Seeing that massive grille with the Mercedes logo on it. So we've got a driver change here, car number 18, and that'll be Jules Sokoviak coming out. No, actually Harper was in, wasn't he? And Jules Simkoviak going in.
Yeah, I think Simkoviak will be. Are they both silver drivers?
They are both. Silver is Simkoviak, Harple's bronze.
Okay. Interesting that they've done it that way round for this session, because I thought it was bronze, silver, bronze, so that the slower of the two, in inverted commas, on paper, was the one that did more sessions. But interesting. They can't do 2 consecutive sessions. I think.
No, I was going to say
that's the only thing that they have to adhere to. Actually.
They're 2 drivers, aren't they? So
there is the Mercedes. You can see the little grille cutout down the side of the car there. The exhaust runs all the way down and then comes out just before the rear wheel. Great looking race car.
Great shot again.
Yeah.
Enjoying these little below shots.
I like the little. Well, actually, no, it's not pink. I think it's just our screen being funny. The red toe.
No, they're red. Yeah, they are red. I think that's standard for everybody to have the red so that you can see it quickly. Here's the car number 20 Vortex. That's got Enzo Richer, the silver driver, at the wheel at the moment. Already done a 4-hour endurance race, has Enzo Richer earlier today.
And now he's kicking this thing's head in. I mean, it'll give him a headache, won't it, this car, because it's so loud. so naughty loud.
They've changed the livery slightly on this one as well. It used to be a brighter red, and now it used to be bright red, and now it's got black and orange in. And again, I'm not sure if it's our screen or if, but I do remember this being a lot redder rather than this sort of darker red now.
Almost like burgundy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've changed it slightly.
It's a lot more metallic.
I like it.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's nicer to differentiate between it, because I think I remember at the previous rounds it was in certain lights they all looked the same, unless it was in beaming sunshine. It was hard to tell them apart. And not long left of the session now though, and Lucas Valkers currently still fastest by 2.3 seconds. Absolutely flying. The 89 car has had its 7th lap of the session deleted. Here goes Enzo Richer across the line, does a personal best final sector, but does not improve the overall time. And the checkered flag is out. Will Enzo go for another lap, is the question. Certainly looks like he is. He's not going slowly around the first couple of corners.
If I know Enzo, he'll go again.
I was going to say, if we know Enzo,
he's going again.
Push, yeah.
I mean, I'd be surprised if that's a slowdown lap. There, that's a push lap. So, very impressive young driver here, indeed. And a place to showcase his talent for sure. He's just been on holiday in Barcelona, not too far away, and he sets a personal best in that first sector. He won't be happy with the session. Again, if I know Enzo Richer, he'll be frustrated that he's currently down in 7th at the moment, but he's got a free track at the moment on his own, just pootling around up towards turn 10 at the moment, and hugging the track limits there. Should be okay, I think, as all wheels were still not all off the tarmac.
I love how raw the back end of this car is. It's not got like a sort of fancy way of getting the exhausts out or any specific cutouts or anything like that. You can literally just see the whole exhaust system and the massive baffles that it has just hanging out the back of it. It's a great mix of beautiful design with all these fantastic shapes and that huge panel that joins the front arch to the rear arch, but in the same way it's such a raw car where you can see so much of it.
He's going to improve on this lap because he's got 2 personal bests now as well. The second sector coming to the tricky turn 16. Someone called it a hairpin. I suppose it is sort of a hairpin. It's a very short hairpin. Oh, and he's lost it, and he's off. So he'll have to abort this lap because he won't, firstly, better it, and secondly, all 4 wheels were off the track. So that's a shame. He was on for a good lap there, and he obviously just overcooked it in the final part of the sector. He does better it to 5th, but
wow.
I don't know if he'll get to keep that, to be honest. We'll
find. Shows you just how quick that lap was.
He was quick.
With
yeah,
the fact that
he was quick.
What, just under 2 seconds off.
Yeah.
The fastest Sector 3 time we've seen in the session.
Yeah.
And he was still 5th on the grid. So
I'm not sure if he'll get that deleted though, but we'll find out. Because he did back off the lap and hasn't gained the advantage, so you might be okay. But he definitely flirted with the track limits.
Yeah, it wasn't like he went straight on to turn 18.
No, well, they get more annoyed by the gaining advantage for the track limits. If you are just, it still registers it as track limits, but whether you get penalised for it is a different thing.
Yeah.
Because it was a genuine mistake. So we'll find out.
We shall.
But I think he might keep that. He'll still be frustrated at that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 2 green sectors on the way there. Quite the opposite to Frederic de Brabant.
Yeah, lost it on his own as well.
Yeah, he did 1 sector on that lap that wasn't an improvement, and it was the first one, but he improved elsewhere. Did a personal best, and is the faster of the 2 Alpine A110s that we have out there. As you can see, the pit lane, a flurry of activity now as all the drivers and teams prepare for the 3rd and final part of this qualifying session. We'll see some drivers again heading back out, the ones that competed in the first session, but only those that have 2 drivers to pick from in their squad. All the others will have their 3rd and final driver going out. We have 6 teams with 2 drivers here this weekend. The 18 Porsche, 2 of the Vortexes, 21 and 22, the 29 Porsche and the 123 Alpine. We see there the Vortex. I think this car is a different colour to what it was as well. I remember it being a more just flat gloss orange than this metallic orange that it is now at previous rounds. So intrigued whether with the rebuild that they had, they've just decided to make it a different colour. But the Kennol GT Endurance Cup will have 1 more qualifying session before they all put the cars to bed before tomorrow. To be fair, they've got quite the long day tomorrow, haven't they, Claire, with having the endurance at 1:30 in the afternoon and no sessions for them until then. So from now until then, they've got a long old wait, but at least it gives them plenty of time to prepare, I guess.
For these guys,
yeah,
it's pretty normal though, isn't it? To have actually it's quite a late qualifying session. You'd usually have a qualifying session at lunchtime and then you'd have the race the next day, and it's 1:30. I don't know. I think that's perfectly fine. Good amount of time to rest, good amount of time to rehydrate, get, race ready for an endurance race. I think that's a perfect amount of time, really. So no, I disagree heavily.
Made that personal then.
Yeah, didn't I?
So the car's now a beautiful array of machines and rear wings making their way to the end of the pit lane. 2 Porsches leading the Vortex, followed by a 3rd Porsche, of course, the 89 machine. Will be driven in this session, I believe, by Loeb.
Yeah, we haven't seen Loeb yet, have we?
No.
So it must be.
And then the 22 Vortex, I believe, will go back to Olivier Gomez.
Yes.
And Philippe Papin for
He's
the
going to pop
20.
in.
Papin's going to pop in. He's going to pop in, then pop out.
No, that's silly.
You're going to pop out on track.
Another Enzo out there, Enzo Julie in car number 71. Yeah, Loeb is in the car number 89. Romain Fav then in car number 7. The fast driver is Romain Fav. And as we start to see Philip Bonnell also out there in car number 21. Olivia Gomez, I don't know if you said it was Olivia Gomez, is in car 22. I'm not sure which way round we said it was.
Yeah, Olivia should be back in for this one.
Benjamin Pack out in car number 28, which is the beautiful Mercedes, which brought out the red flag in the first part of qualifying. And Jean-Jacques Ardilly is in the car number 10, the Porsche as well. And just watching the names come in. Is car number 20 only got 2 drivers? Because...
3.
No, it says it's got 3, but on the timing screen, it doesn't say there's 3. So it's Roland
Marchy's back in.
Marchy, but we don't have Philippe Papin.
Oh, so he's not,
So
not appearing.
Papin's not popping in.
Oh, that's gutting. We've lost our primary name pun advantage of the weekend. That's a big shame.
I'm sure he'll be devastated.
Oh, but he's gutted.
Yeah, gutted to not hear us make Papin jokes every 10 seconds. Roman Fav then is... Well, they're all going to start having personal bests out there at the moment. And as you can see, that beautiful Mercedes at the front, car number 28, which is Benjamin Pack, followed by car number 71, who's being driven at the moment by Enzo Juli, the silver driver in the Porsche.
Just see how the Mercedes stretched its legs there through that final sector. Just pulled a few car lengths straight off the bat ahead of the Porsche. The Vortex, I'm sure, will be catching up in a straight line. But again...
See the speed, though, here, because they've got a bit of fresh air, like you say. I reckon we'll see... I mean, I was about to say we'll see some fast times. Benjamin Pat, look up at this timing screen, and it's 2 fastest sectors down on the first sector, because by that point he hasn't realised that he could stretch his legs, I guess.
Yeah.
And he does realise in this sector, though, that the car is pretty fast out there for the German.
Yeah, he's absolutely on it right now. 29.7 in the first sector. Nobody else beating anything lower than 30 seconds. Ooh,
track
right
limits.
On the, yeah.
Track limits,
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at that, right on the edge.
That's on the edge, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the other corner, if I'm honest. It was turn 8 and 9, and it was the inside of turn 9, which is catching a lot of drivers out. And
Yeah.
he might fight that he was trying to hit the apex, but I would argue a little bit that he might have overshot the apex.
Yeah, I think, well, I think
I'm
to be
there.
honest, the apex was trying to find him at that point. He was, he was a bit too eager about said apex. Turn 8.5 as...
Track limits
there we
reported
go.
at turn 5.
Look at that, turn 5
Deleted.
this time.
Well,
Interesting.
that was obviously the first one they saw.
Yeah, they saw one before us.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Well, that's why they're stewards and we're not.
Well, we didn't see that part of the lap, but
True.
yes, we did see that there was track limits. So Benjamin Pat, oh, that was for the last lap.
That's lap
That's
2
not-
will be deleted. So the one that he's on now, because he's completed 1 lap.
No, yeah, but he's on his second lap.
And he said lap 2 deleted.
Oh, so this one's deleted.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
they're saying straight off the bat, no matter what you do now, Sunshine,
Done.
done.
God, they were quick with that, weren't they?
Yeah.
98 also being done for track limits. 21 also being done for track limits. All of these. So Philip Bonnell in the UCS 21 Vortex. Deleted. And who else? Car number 21, the other Vortex. Turn 9, deleted. It's all turn 9. Turn 9, 98, deleted.
Could say the Vortex is a kick.
Deleted.
In stewards.
Laureen Goody, deleted.
Wow.
Oh,
There's
but-
loads of them.
Well, this should be deleted then, this lap for Benjamin Pack, but we shall see. There it is. No, he's still leading the way, but he was fastest anyway, so it's hard to know if they've been deleted. Anyway, fastest in this first sector is Benjamin Pack, then the silver driver, giving it his all out there. Sounds like that was a bit of a...
Ah, yes.
Oh, we got an 89, is facing the wrong way. The Porsche of car number 89, who is off most... Oh, no, Loetier, who's just got behind the wheel. Obviously struggled there at... where is he? 89, he was up by turn 4-5, wasn't he?
Yeah, they exited turn 5, I believe, that one. Not a nice place to be, facing the wrong way on
No,
the inside
I was
of
thinking
turn
that.
5
That was,
as well.
yeah, that was a bit of a twitch there from 37, who is currently second fastest in this session.
Again, just clinging to the white line on the edge of the circuit there. It's been used that much, actually, that white line, that it's actually become a black line because of all the rubber that's laid down on it. There we go. It's confirmed now by race control. Thank you. That car 89 spun and rejoined at turn 5. Oh, a little bit of a... well, that was a miscommunication there between the Renault and the Vortex. The two of them... well, the Renault wanting to go by and the Vortex wanted to move out of the way and, well, didn't get so in time. Benjamin Pack about to come around the final corner now, though, Claire.
He's currently dropped down to 9th as well because he's had all his laps deleted. So let's see if this is a clean one. It's a blistering lap of a 1:55, and it's nearly 3 seconds faster than the rest of the field, and that is a blistering lap. Let's see if he can hold on to it, though, because he has been done for track limits a couple of times now and dropped down to the mid-pack again. So at the moment still remains on pole position with a huge time of a 1:55. Brilliant, really.
That is a fantastic lap.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. I'm going to have a quick look and see what the pole times were from the other sessions as well, and just see if they've come through yet, what the pace was like in those earlier ones. We might have the results at some point, but we'll find out.
Enzo Julie then moves up to 3rd in the Porsche class. 2nd in the Porsche class, 3rd overall, rather. Track limits reported at turn 5 for 71. That is Enzo Julie, who I just mentioned had gone up to 3rd. So their 4th lap is going to be deleted, which is the one they're on now, which actually shouldn't make a difference because they're down in this lap anyway.
What I have found, Claire,
yes,
in looking for the results of the first two, they've not been published just yet. The stewards have just made a decision, though, based on qualifying 1 for the driver of car 28, which was Patrick Charlet, for causing a red flag, has had a 10-place grid drop for the first race. Well, for the race. 10 place on the grid. There's 15 cars.
What happened for Patrick Charlet to bring out the red flag?
He spun off at up at turn 5 and ended up with the Merc in the gravel. But it was Boisson, wasn't it? That was.
It was Frederick. It was Jordan Boisson.
Yeah, it's come up on the document as.
That's why I got confused. Because I was like, it was Jordan that was behind.
Yeah, as the words fell out of my mouth, I realised that I was wrong as well. Yeah, it's apparently come up as Patrick Charlet.
That one makes a little bit more sense, actually, because they were fastest and then the red flag came out.
Yeah.
So it could look like, I'm not saying they would, but it could look like, oh, I've set the red flag now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But obviously it's not that, because Jordan Boisson would never do that. So, but I can see why they would penalise that.
Mm. Yeah, it's a big shame.
But I don't think Jordan Boisson did it on purpose.
No.
So, yeah.
No, you can't exactly pull the handbrake up in one of these things.
Yeah, definitely disappointing, and I'm sure he'll be disappointed. So, that confuses my brain then, because then they've got to work out the timings and then 10 seconds back from there.
Yeah. But I think that'll make it interesting to see that Mercedes with the pace that it's got coming through the field.
Did you say 10 seconds or 10 place?
10 place. Out of 15 cars.
That's tough.
2/3 of the grid as well.
Oh, yeah, but that'll be spicy.
Yeah,
that'd be lovely
It'd be great
to watch.
to see him coming through
Sorry,
the order.
we do feel bad for car number 28 for getting that, but also it'll be really interesting to see that car carve through.
From an entertainment perspective,
Yeah.
it'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Very tough on that, because Jordan Boisson will be really irritated at that, because obviously you would never do that on purpose. So
No, I think it's one of those precautionary things. It's just if X happens, Y is the result.
It will just be in the regulations, won't it?
Yeah. There is Jules Simkowiak in the 18 Porsche. Another Porsche just behind there, I think, is the 17 car. Benjamin Lessen, the fast food chain, generic fast food chain branding down the side of the car. Safe to say. One of the Alpines just behind. I think that was Benoit Puyen. 17 crossed the line once again, hoping to improve. Car 123 again having a lap time deleted. This Porsche is actually the second fastest on the circuit at the moment. Benjamin having an absolute flyer, but still 2.5 seconds off of Benjamin Pack. Christophe Duino is currently 3rd, but only 5 thousandths of a second behind. Did a personal best on that last lap. Porsche flying up towards turn 5. Lovely sight of this amazing machine making its way around there. Really do love these Porsche Cup cars. It's been a great category all round the world. And we'll see now what the category has in store for us here, with a 4-hour race tomorrow with these 15 very mixed cars out on the circuit. We've got a number of them in the pit lane right now. Benjamin Pack in car 28, the Vortex number 22 of Olivier Gomez, car 18, which is the Porsche of Jules Simkoviak, he's just come in, car 71 of Enzo Giuli also in, Duino, Romain Favre is also in there too. It's the bottom half of the order that are all still out on the track trying to improve in these last 3 3/4 minutes. But we've got personal bests coming in, but with the different categories that they're in, there's quite a spread in the pace. There's about 4 seconds between the 4 or 5 cars that are out on the circuit. So they're not hopping up and down different positions. The 17, though, Benjamin Lessen, who we look at here, has just done a personal best sector 2. And he's got just a couple of corners left of this lap to try and improve. Across the line he goes. Yeah, it's actually a decent improvement. A couple of tenths of a second now, 2.3 seconds off the pole time. But a solid improvement that for Benjamin Lessen in that final sector. Only a tenth of a second off the Mercedes in the final sector, which again shows you just how fast that Porsche is in a straight line. And a lot of the third sector is the back straight. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, the Porsche's so quick in a straight line. They can outrun a GT3 car in the right specification. Across the line there goes another one of the Alpines, car 93, Benoit Puyen. There was a yellow light flashing on the side of the car then, and I don't necessarily think it was an indicator or anything, because it was in the door pillar, which was a strange thing to see. A lot of GT cars of different categories have little identifiers and LED boards. We've got a yellow flag at turn 12, which is car 123 off the road. It's getting going again. Yeah. A very busy session for that team, isn't it? I think the Chazelle Technology team will be very grateful that car 93 has had no spins, no dramas across 3 qualifying sessions, whereas the 123 has had a multitude of spins and lap times deleted and off tracks, all sorts.
Did you just commentator curse him?
No, not that I know of. Inadvertently, if I did. Looks like the car is moving. We've got a green flag again. He's moved out of the way further by looking at the placement of the car's transponder on our screen here. It's very handy, that, actually, because on a lot of track maps that you get where the sort of locator is of the car, it only tells you if they're in a sector, and you find out that it's not finished a sector by the fact that it just sits against a line. But on this system that we have here, it shows a very close and accurate position. And the car, I can tell you, is between turns 12 and 13, but has gone sort of behind a barrier and towards a sort of safety zone. There's the straight line difference between the Porsche Cup car and the Alpine A110. Those Alpines are rapid in a straight line. But as you can see, the Porsche even quicker. No more improvements from Benjamin Lessen. But this is the 98 car on screen now. Laurent Gaudy behind the wheel. There is Benjamin Lessen into the pit lane. Solid session from him. Second fastest out of everybody. Faster than some of the GT3s. Faster than the Vortexes as well. And adding to the list of cars that are now in the pit lane, Benoit Puyen does another personal best. Green in every sector, a 2:18.5 on that last lap. With just 5 seconds left of the session, we only have 3 cars currently active on track. Number 71, Enzo Giuli's Porsche. The number 21 Vortex of Philippe Bonnel. And car 93, just mentioned a moment ago, Benoit Puyen, who's on his way round. And there's a car not classified here, which is Desmail Amado, which is the 29 Porsche, which hasn't been out in this session by the look of it. No laps completed for them. The checkered flag is now out and the session will be complete. But without the number 123 Alpine, the 123. But Frederic de Brabant having a very busy session with a few spins and moments here and there, and unfortunately it looks like one spin to rule them all and end the session down at turn 12. Hopefully if there is any damage, it's not extensive and the car can be recovered. It's just that at the end of the session they'll have to wait to get it back. The Alpine making its way down the back straight now at full chat. He's actually on a push lap now as Benoit Pouyen. Green sector 1, green sector 2. Is he going to improve one final time? A little bit wide at turn 16. Corrects it nicely for turn 17. This looks pretty good through 18. Good stuff over the crest. Doesn't use all the road there, doesn't overdo it. And across the line, and it is an improvement actually by Benoit Pouyen. 2:18.1, just getting faster and faster all the time. And there is no replacement for track time. And Benoit proving it there. But yeah, again, the 29 Porsche not out in that session, unfortunately. And that will bring to a close the 3-part Kennol GT Endurance Cup qualifying session here at Motorland Aragon. Coming up on the programme is the Mythical race, but we will not be commentating that here on the English feed. There will be a French feed of that one if you want to go over and watch that though. The Mythical category, a very interesting form of racing in these tiny little kit cars with motorbike engines. And then at 6:25 local time, we will have the second race in the Ultimate GT Sprint Cup. And to round out the day at 7:15, we'll have the Hoosier Formula Cup. We should be finished with our broadcasting roughly around 8 PM local time. And we look forward to seeing how their first race of the day will go. And after the qualifying session that we had, it's promised to be quite the belter. And we'll see whether there's any more drama thrown up by the Audi R8s that we have in the Ultimate GT Sprint Cup as well. Pierre Arau was throwing the car at everybody that he could in the earlier race. Certainly excited to see how that one plays out. But as you can see now that the third part of the session has come to a close, all the teams, the drivers are all putting the cars back in the garage, and then the long preparation before tomorrow's 4-hour race will begin. And for now, we will say goodbye. Thank you once again for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for the next race in the Kennol GT Endurance Cup. But don't forget, plenty more action still to come here this evening from Aragon.